Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer/football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your favorite team's predictions. Alright. Today's prediction video will be for Saturday, May 10th. Happy Mother's Day weekend to any of you mothers out there watching this. Like always, we'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. We'll talk about the total, and then I'll give you my predictions. All right, today we have a 5-game slate for you guys. This will be for La Liga. First on the list, we have Valencia at home with the 1 injured player. Getafe on the road with 2 players with a red card. Total sitting at 2. As far as team total points, sitting at 1.5 for Valencia and Getafe at 0.5. Now, I've been watching this for quite some time, and I can't get it together just because Getafe have covered this 0.5 going head to head between these two teams. They've covered this 4 out of their 5 most recent head to head. But Getafe, their 3 most recent games, they have not covered this 0.5. I don't know how I feel about it because Valencia, as far as them allowing their opponents to score, they've done this 4 out of their 5 most recent games. Now, I know Valencia is the better team here right now. They got 3 wins and 2 draws in their 5 most recent games. Getafe have not, or actually have. They got 1 win and 4 L's in their 5 most recent games. 4 most recent were all L's, so. But that's why I'm stuck because I'm like, I feel like maybe Getafe could score a goal here. But the total sitting at 2, so what that means, this will go over, correct? But it has only gone over once in their 5 most recent head-to-head, so that's why I'm stuck here. Like, as far as points, I can't figure it out. And I think the best bet here would most likely be Valencia to cover this 1.5. They have done this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So even then, it's like only 2 times. That's why I'm still stuck with, like, God. I probably won't bet this one just because it's way too out there, way too crazy. But then again, I think maybe the best bet here would be just Valencia to win straight up. Either way, this one's going to be a tough one. But yeah, give me Valencia to win here straight up. And as far as points, maybe I think total points under 2 would probably be the best bet because if Getafe don't cover this 0.5, or even if they do, this could be a tie, 1-1. They have gotten a tie before between these 2 teams going at it. They've tied their most recent games, but yeah, this is going to be a tough one, guys. This one is a tough one. As far as points, it's going to be tough. But I see Valencia winning here regardless, so maybe that's the best way to go, or just don't bet this one at all. All right, on to the next game. We have Celta Vigo at home with 1 injured player and 1 questionable. Sevilla on the road with only 1 player with the red card. Total sitting at 2.5. And as far as team total sitting at 1.5 for Celta Vigo, Sevilla at 0.5. Now, as far as Sevilla covering this 0.5, their 5 most recent head-to-head, they have covered this 5 out of their 5 most recent games. So, Sevilla, as far as them covering, I mean, it seems like to me that's the best bet here, Sevilla to cover this 0.5. Now, let's see. Celta Vigo, have they allowed their opponents to cover this 0.5? They've allowed this 4 out of their 5 most recent games. And as far as Celta Vigo covering this 1.5, their 5 most recent games, they have covered this 1.5, 4 out of their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, I think the best bet here is probably total points over 2.5. Because if Celta Vigo does cover this 1.5 and Sevilla can cover this 0.5, then I think the best bet here would probably be total points over this 2.5. Let's see, their 5 most recent head-to-head, it has gone over 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, not so promising. But like I said, Sevilla have covered this 5 out of their 5 most recent head-to-head. Let's see Sevilla's 5 most recent games. As far as them covering this 0.5 in their 5 most recent games, They have done this 3 out of their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, this is going to be a tough one, like I said. Nonetheless, give me total points over 2.5. I feel like this could happen. Or maybe just if you had to cover this 0.5. We'll see which one pays more. At the end of the day, I feel like Celta Vigo is the better team here. And Sevilla have not gotten a win. So maybe a draw or Sevilla to win here. Yeah, but yeah, as far as points, give me total points over 2.5. All right, on to the next game. We have Girona versus Villarreal. Girona at home with 2 questionable players. Villarreal on the road with 1 injured player, 1 player with a red card, and 1 questionable. Total sitting at 3. As far as team total points, sitting at 1.5 for both of these two teams. Their 5 most recent head-to-head as far as Girona covering this 0.5. They've done this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. Villarreal, as far as them covering this 0.5, they've done this once. No, I apologize, twice in their 5 most recent games. So, yeah, I think the best bet here would probably be total points under 3. They have only been able to cover it has only gone over once in their 5 most recent games. So, I think under total points under 3 is probably the best bet here. Let's see. Girona's 5 most recent games, they've only gotten 1 win, 3 L's, and 1 draw. Villarreal, 3 wins, 1 L, and 1 tie. So I think Villarreal is the better team here. As far as a win here, give me Villarreal to win. And as far as total points, or as far as points, I'm going to have to say total points under 3. All right, on to the next game. We have Mallorca versus Real Valladolid. Mallorca at home with 1 questionable player. Real Valladolid on the road with 1 player with the red card and 3 questionable. Total sitting at 2.5. As far as team total points, sitting at 1.5 for Mallorca. Real Valladolid at 0.5. As far as their 5 most recent head-to-head between both of these two teams, they've tied once in their 5 most recent games. So somebody's going to win here. Mallorca have won twice, and Real Valladolid have won twice. Now, as far as total points 2.5, it has gone over 3 out of their 5 most recent head-to-heads. Yeah, I think the best bet here would probably be total points over 2.5. But I do see Mallorca covering this 1.5. Let's see, they have done this. They've only been able to do this once in their 5 most recent games. So yeah, probably not to cover this 1.5 for Mallorca. This could be a tie. Or Real Valladolid to cover this 0.5 is the best bet here. Let's see, their 5 most recent games. They've covered this 4 out of their 5 most recent games. So yeah, I think the best bet here would probably be Real Valladolid to cover this 0.5. I think that's just the best outcome as far as points. And as far as a win, I'm going to have to say Mallorca, they are the better team here. They got 1 win, 3 L's, and 1 draw. No, it doesn't sound all that great, but Real Valladolid have not won a single game in their 5 most recent games. So give me Mallorca to win here. And as far as points, I'm going to have to say Real Valladolid to cover this 0.5 or total points over 2.5. I mean, I don't know why I see this going over 2.5, but all right, on to the last game of the video, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know down in the comments who you got as far as a prediction, who you think is going to win, what do you think are the stats. All right, here we go. Atletico Madrid at home with 1 player with the red card and 1 questionable. Real Sociedad on the road with only 1 questionable. Now, total sitting at 2.5. Team total sitting at 1.5 for Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad at 0.5. I want to say Real Sociedad to cover this 0.5, but they have not been all that great. Their 5 most recent games, as far as them covering this 1.5, They have only been able to do this 2 out of their 5 most recent games. So I really want to say them to cover this 0.5 just because Atletico Madrid, they haven't been all that great, to be honest with you. They've allowed their opponents to score 3 out of their 5 most recent games. So I know their 2 most recent, they got a little bit better. They didn't allow their opponents to score, but I mean, Real Sociedad is not a bad team. And as far as them only having one questionable player, maybe that's the way to go for them just to cover this 0.5. Let's see their 5 most recent head-to-head. As far as Real Sociedad covering this 0.5, they've done this 3 out of their 5 most recent games. Yeah, probably Real Sociedad to cover this 0.5 or total points under 2.5. I don't see this going over 2.5. This could be maybe a 1-0 win, Atletico Madrid, or a 1-1 tie. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. As far as a tie, they've tied 2 out of their 5 most recent games. They've tied twice. So, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough one. I might not bet this one because that's how sweaty it is. But if I did have to bet this one, I would probably say total points under 2.5. I think that's just the best bet. But yeah. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope the information I gave you was good enough for you guys to make the right picks. I hope you guys end up winning, but most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.